Top quality residency in Dubai on the first waterfront with a 3-year payment plan, 0% interest. Most importantly, this is the highest quality you'll be able to receive. Everything you can see in frame is included in the final price. If you want to see some residencies with these sort of quality and furnishings inside, stay tuned and I'll show you these projects. Let's go. To begin with, I want to show you the apartments. First of all, pay attention to the detail and the quality in this residency. To begin with the kitchen, as you can see, this is German quality appliances. Miele, it's not only in the showroom, but will be present in the actual apartment. As you can see, everything is built in. There is a lot of storage room. The refrigerator is also in here on this side here, with a freezer down below. It offers a lot of storage space, as I've said, and I personally really like this island here. This is stone and it just feels very, very cleverly done. And as I've said, the detail here, this is an additional feature added by the developer, which just makes the residency even higher quality. There is a dining table included here with the chairs. As I've said, everything in frame is included in the price. There is a sofa here. And what I personally like is, first of all, this wall on the side here, because it brings the residency very well. Because of this attention to details, you can see it's curved, there's a lot of lighting, and the TV can be integrated. Panoramic windows, mirrors on the side, and overall, because of this, the residency feels more spacious, as I could show you here. So this adds more space to the residency. On this side here, this is a very rare feature that I haven't seen a lot in Dubai. This is a small office which you have in the residency. It's a nice touch because if you have some sort of meeting or some sort of job that you don't want to go out and you don't need to, you can do it from home. As you can see, it offers a lot of privacy and really brings the residency well together. And finally, there is a small powder bathroom we have here with, as you can come through and see, a washer in there as well. A big, as you can see, stone desk here, mirror, and oh, finally, I really want to show you the master bedroom on this side here. This is personally my favorite part. First of all, panoramic windows once again, which offer a fantastic sea view. There is so much detail and quality is just on another level here. As you can see, these sort of lightings for the shelves is included. The bed is going to be in here. These sort of frames. On the ceiling, we have this lamp as well. It's very cleverly done. This is a really nice touch for her, of course, for the makeup area with this small chair here, and a space for it also very cleverly done. You can place the TV on this wall to have a nice, view from the bed with the storage room down here. Once again, as you can see, these sort of bedside tables are also built in with the shelves. All the lighting is present, as you can see here. And finally, we have a walk-in wardrobe. What I really like is, once again, these sort of LEDs, these sort of lightings which are included here, which just make the residency stand out from everything else. Storage room integrated into the building. It just cleverly brings everything very well, and even if you're working with a small amount of space, it still feels very spacious. Finally, for the bathroom, for the main one, it's a big mirror, which I find very attractive with lighting inside it. A cozy, spacious washroom. And just this area over here finally finishes up the residency. Overall, I really like the bright tones we saw in here. It's a great residency to have a look at. And if you want a project of this caliber and these sort of finishings, I'm going to talk about them now. When it comes to Dubai Islands in general, what I specifically love is the amount of first waterfront access they offer. The amount of beaches here separates it from anything else available in the UAE. And that's specifically the reason why these three projects from Imtiaz was so interesting. For example, Beach Walk 1 over here, it's already fully sold out. We were pretty much selling floors when people came by and first heard of it. Now Beach Walk 2 and 3 are somewhat available with some leftovers, but because of their first access to the waterfront, because of the access to the second biggest mall which is coming up in the UAE, they're very demanded. There are leftovers remaining. And guys, before it's too late, if it does sound interesting and you truly understand the potential, go down into the comments, follow down the link, and I'll send you all the info before it's too late, as I've mentioned. What I really want us to focus on today is this segment over here. They come at a lower price because of the lack of access to the first waterfront, but that's a benefit because it gives you more flexibility. For example, if you're unable to work with the higher levels of budget, these projects offer this opportunity. In the meantime, still keeping the returns you would receive even on the other ones. These specific ones here, they have access to the park, as you can see in the sensor. They have access to the marina, which is going to be very, very fancy. If you have your own yacht, for example, and you wish to park it here, Courtier house would be a perfect match for you, as it stands exactly on the first waterfront. It's going to have an outstanding view of the marina there. You have access to your yacht, which you're able to park once again. In the meantime, it still has access to the mall, which is nearby, and finally has access to a beach. The overall project matches the parameters of the Palm, matches the parameters of the Blue Waters because of the first waterfront and the low-rise buildings, as I've mentioned. What makes it interesting, though, in terms of investing, is in terms of supply and demand. I'm sure you guys, the businessmen out there, will understand what I'm talking about. The supply here is limited because of this is the first waterfront, but the demand for residencies which have access to beaches and these sort of conditions is very limited. Therefore, as time goes on, people are going to be buying more and more and more. The demand is going to continue growing, but at one point the supply will stop. There will be nothing else left, and at that moment the same boom which happened on the Palm and Blue Waters is going to happen here. These residencies, Sunset Bay, Beach Walk, are going to boom in price because of the limited supply available here. Therefore, residencies like Beach Walk, as I'm going to show you over here, are going to stand out from the rest of the market. First of all, I want you guys to see the amounts of panoramic windows and glass the building has to offer. There's going to be a lot of natural sunlight in the building, and as you can see, there are swimming pools on pretty much every single balcony. On this side here, we can really appreciate the amenities developer included. It's a fantastic swimming pool on the high podium level. There is a gym in there as well, a nice and wonderful lounge zone, and a lobby inside the building over there. And on this side over here, we have a wonderful walkway here, which you're able to enjoy, during the home. And finally, on the roof, we have yoga areas, different lounge zones, which you're able to relax, another swimming pool where you're able to stay. And all of that comes at a price which you're paying just for the residency. In addition, as I've said, fully furnished, you get a parking spot, German quality. And this building is really going to stand out from anything else the developers have to offer for this price segment, which we have over here. And guys, there is 5 more starts coming up of the same style residencies, with every single one having a small increase in price. For example, if the first one is going to stand at 100,000, the last one could be standing at 125, 130, which guarantees you guys, if you enter early, a stable in terms of investment in the early stages of development. The residency here is a lot more cozy than the other one, giving it even less accessibility, and I find it to be nicer because of the, as I said, coziness. There are less buildings here, there are less apartments, it's a lot more green, and for example, there's nice areas here as well which really do separate, so there's not going to be that many neighbors. The apartments, once again, they are fully furnished, as I've said. They have huge balconies which are going to let you enjoy the view during the nicer seasons, and all the huge amenities are on the roof of the building. There is a gym, kids playground, different yoga zones, an infinity H swimming pool overlooking the horizon. On this side, once again, as you can see, there's so many gardens, walkways, even swimming pools integrated on the lower levels. Here we have a gym, another one over here. It's an outside one with various walkways and pathways. And really, guys, this is an outstanding residency. And what is interesting about it is, as I've said, exclusiveness, where it's not that simple and easy to catch an apartment because of the incoming demand in the short and long term. Finally, guys, what we have here is a real masterpiece of a residency by Imtiaz. This is Courtier House, which I had briefly spoken about, but to showcase it in more depth, have a look at it. Just imagine the view, first of all, from the residency on this side, as it would overlook the yacht marina, the overall sea, and in general be absolutely fascinating. The amenities and facilities here are also on another level. I don't want to go into depth once again, as Imtiaz, generally speaking, has a very high quality and density of facilities inside the building. But once again, what really looks outstanding here and unique is the swimming pool, as that goes through the building and comes out on the other side here, even overlooking the valet parking downstairs. In the building itself, what really makes it unique is the 2 types of very special residencies they have. First of all, these are the duplexes with their own terraces, with lounge zones, swimming pools, and dining tables with multiple levels, and townhouses here on the bottom level with their own access to the marina walkway, 3 floors, their own terrace up front, and multiple levels of balconies. The building itself is another price segment. It's really interesting phenomena where you're able to park your yacht right next to your home, and overall is a very interesting opportunity to look at as well, as there is not that much stuff in Dubai would match this sort of of criteria. Prices for Sunset Bay are actually starting at 1.7 million dirhams, but I, because of my exclusiveness, can give you a 5% discount, which works directly from the developer because of the video for the upcoming week or so. So depending on the date you're watching this, compare it to the release date of the video, hence you will understand if the discount is still valid. But anyhow, I can give you the best sort of conditions, and I do give my clients always. For example, just recently we closed an apartment and we were able to delay the first payment for almost a month because the clients wanted so, and I'm able to organize that for you because of my relationships. Do let me know, go down into the comments, follow the link, and I'll be sharing you with all the info necessary. Otherwise, thank you for watching the video until the end, and see you next time.